Hi everyone, looks like I'm coming through okay. So let's get this video episode started. Hi, I'm Jeremy Parrish for US Gamer, and I'm live streaming ActRaiser. And it's been a long time since I've played this game, so I'm going to do my best not to embarrass myself. The occasion of this video stream is the 25th anniversary of the Nintendo Entertainment System. Super Nintendo Entertainment System, excuse me. The system, launched in Japan in 1990, but the American release date, I believe, was August 23rd, 1991. And that's up in a few weeks. So, to celebrate that amazing event, that blessed, hallowed day, I and possibly other people on the team, I don't know, are going to be streaming 25 different Super NES games a few times a week, probably for the next month and a half or so. So we're beginning with ActRaiser, not because of any sort of alphabetized approach or anything sensible like that. Instead, what I did was I put out a call to the US Gamer team and said, hey, what are your, I think 10 favorite Super NES games? So everyone ranked their favorite games, and I put together a spreadsheet and counted up the points, and we came up with 25 games. And ActRaiser was number 25. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with 25 and count down to number 1. What will number 1 be? You can probably guess or have a good stab at it, but you'll see some familiar games along the way and some not so familiar games. It should be interesting. So, anyway, to kick things off, ActRaiser. It's been a long time since I've played this, and I've kind of forgotten how it works. So we're going to start by using the first menu option, which is Sky Palace Movement. So here you kind of see the game, the concept in action. ActRaiser is an early Super NES game. It's developed by Quintet, a company that was spun off of Nihon Falcom. And apparently there's a lot of sort of like weird legal stuff around the company. I don't know the full details, but in any case, they kind of vanished in the late 90s. They made a couple of Dreamcast launch games and then disappeared forever. But during the Super NES era, they were amazing. They were so good. Quintet basically got its start with ActRaiser, and this game, you know, was one of the first titles, the first releases to really show off like what an amazing system the Super NES could be, like how interesting and creative and rich its games could be. So the idea, oh, no one lives here yet. How about that? Yeah, so I've completely forgotten what to do. Can I fight monsters? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. So, okay, basically this game is a combination God Sim and action game. So you start by doing action, and it's kind of stiff, chunky action, but look at that, the zoom in, the mode 7, the scaling, the rotation. No one had ever seen a video game do that before, at least not outside the arcades. It was incredible! So anyway, then you go into this kind of chunky, Ghost and Goblins inspired platformer. You play the role of God, manifesting in the form of a statue, fighting evil. The controls are a little stiff and chunky, but actually it's faster paced than I remembered. I seem to remember it being more like Castlevania 4 in terms of speed, but no, my little God dude is pretty zippy. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this game, so please don't expect much in the way of expertise. It's a pretty challenging game, I remember that. And if I remember that from when I was a kid and was kind of like a monster at destroying video games, I can only imagine that it's going to be much worse this time around. Look at that, enemies respawn as you scroll backward. How unfortunate. Clearly the power of the Super NES has not enabled one of the worst elements of the NES to go away. So, but you know, I said it's a little bit Ghost and Goblins inspired, but at the same time, oh, come on. You do have a little more control over your arc, over your jump arc, so I can jump up, and then I can hop slightly forward. That's nice. There's some precision in here. Yeah, take that, dude. Is there something up there? There is. Oh, I need that. But I screwed up. I can't get it. Oh, woe is me. So much for my extra life. Well, God's off to a poor start. Whoa, it's that tree from the Wizard of Oz. How would you like it if I picked apples off of you, buddy? Or whatever. So, oh, wait, can I get there? Huh? Oh, There's a bit of kind of poking around at the edges of the screen that can be done here. Man, God is getting his butt kicked by honeybees. Oh, this is what I was supposed to do. I wasted my chance at a 1-up. Now I'm just backtracking for no purpose. This is very unfortunate. Ugh. So, I think Jean-Paul Sartre is going to take great delight in this live stream, because God is going to be dead very soon. That was an intellectual reference, thank you. Oh no, God ate an apple. There's probably some kind of weird, like, Book of Genesis, Old Testament reference, weirdness with God eating an apple to gain new life, but okay, whatever. It's cool. Yeah, the tree ents. But where are the ent wives? Whoa. Alright. I can use this dude's upper hand as a platform to reach this thing, which I didn't need, so that's awesome. And we are up to the boss. And he is trying to skewer me. Wow, he's shooting lightning at me. Oh. So, I mentioned Castlevania 4, and this is like the second early Super NES game, besides Castlevania 4, where you fight like a horse with a pole arm as kind of the first boss. I mean, he's a centaur, yes, but he's a horse. And he's got a pole arm. So that's an interesting... Actually, I don't think the guy in Castlevania 4 had a pole arm, but it was like a sword or something. Anyway, the point is, I think it's pretty easy to get this game mixed up with Castlevania 4 because it has a similar sort of chunky design and a little bit of a lethargic pace and some conceptual similarities in terms of enemy design, but also the first boss is really easy. So I suppose Sartre will have to be let down after all. God has cleared the first act of Fillmore. Now he can go to a concert, enjoy the Grateful Dead. Yeah, that was a stupid joke, sorry. The best concerts I've ever been to have been at the Fillmore in San Francisco, though, so I think it's very fitting that the music here is phenomenal. Okay, so yes, Fillmore is a place where people can live in peace because of the hippies, Haight Ashbury, whatever. Etc., etc. So the soundtrack to this game was composed by none other than Yuzo Koshiro. Like I said, there was a lot of Falcom blood in this game, and Koshiro, of course, had worked with Falcom and had grown disillusioned with them because of the way they licensed his music and so forth. Oh, I need to pay attention to these people. So my supplicants are saying, please burn the bushes, getting all biblical... God appearing in a burning bush, right? Yes, I'm good. This is Genesis Exodus right here. However, I don't think the Bible had a little cherub who was flying around zapping. Okay, thanks. I want away from here. There we go. Oh. There we go. Ah, yes. Yeah, so the cherub shooting a little heart arrow at enemy bats was not part of the Old Testament. This is not, you're not going to see like a Charlton Heston adaptation of this particular bit of theology, but, you know, a little bit of a shooter hybrid in here, that's cool. I'm game. So anyway, I think there's a limit on how many of these dudes you can kill. Man, like I said, it's been a long time, so I remember I have to, like, burn bushes for those dudes, and I have to shoot bats that keep respawning. So, it's not very interesting to watch me shoot bats. So let's try to perform a miracle. Yes, there we go. I guess lightning. There we go. I will use lightning. Alright, so let's use lightning here. Burn away those bushes, and also the bats. That's nice. Way to go, God. I'm not actually sure what those little bat souls are doing for me. But in any case, I did burn away some of those bushes. We'll burn some more. I wish I didn't have to go through this process every single time I use lightning. But, you know, we're still in the 16-bit era. Convenient, friendly interfaces are still a few years away. But yeah, this game is really inventive and... oh, I'm out of SP, so I guess I maybe that's what I have to do to shoot those people, those monster things. Or does the SP regenerate automatically? I can't remember. I have no business doing this live stream. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I've regenerated some spirit points, and go through the menu prompts, and here we go. More lightning. Come on down, thanks, and die. So anyway, I was saying, yeah, this game has, you know, Falcom blood in it, and Yuzo Koshiro had, of course, been sort of gotten a start with Falcom composing for Ys and with a few other games, Legacy of the Wizard, I think, and he became disillusioned with Falcom because of the way they handled the licensing on their soundtrack releases. You know, they were producing video game soundtracks as commercial products that you could buy in Japan back in the 80s, something that took America like 2 decades to catch up with. But apparently he wasn't getting royalties on his soundtrack releases. So he was like, all right, peace out, I'm going to go indie. So naturally, he hooked up with Quintet, the people who made ActRaiser after leaving Falcom. But I believe this was the only game he composed for at Quintet, and this might be his only Super NES soundtrack. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know that he was not a fan of the Super NES sound chip because it was not a wavetable audio-generating sound chip. Instead, it used audio samples, and you would program your own samples, and it would play those back for you, which gave the Super NES a really distinct sound, but he has said he found it really, really difficult to use the Super NES sound chip, so he's not really a fan of the platform. So there's kind of a little bit of a specialness about this. One of the greatest composers ever, composing for one of the most unique and best-sounding game systems ever. It's pretty cool. And, you know, it kind of helps add to what makes ActRaiser such a unique video game experience. So I'm a big fan. Even if it has been, 25 years since I last played. Like, I've never owned this game. I rented it back in the day. And it's one of those that you can actually beat pretty easily in a weekend rental. Or I could back then. I don't know if I could do it now. I'm certainly not going to beat it in a 1-hour live stream, but even though I never owned it, I definitely liked it, and it's really stuck with me. And it was actually the first game in what was kind of a loose quintology, actually. So it's kind of fitting that the company was called Quintet. There were 5 games sort of centered around God and creation. ActRaiser got a sequel, then there was Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and Terra Enigma. And it looks like I am set. So let's listen to the people. See if the people have anything to say. Oh, thank you for giving us such a beautiful land. They can work and be happy. So hopefully this means they're going to start building stuff. Don't remember. Actually, can I blow up these monster lairs? Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Can destroy houses, fields, rocks. Oh, no, none of that. Alright, we'll try it anyway and see what happens. Oh, Serious Gamer. God has failed. This is probably what God needs with the spaceship. Really have no idea what killing these dudes does. So, what am I supposed to do now? Oh, direct the people. Yes, okay, good. Let's develop this away. Such fertile land. Okay. Now we're going for it. I forgot that the people are very, very stupid and need lots of hand-holding from God. And I think this is why I'm supposed to keep killing these dudes, because otherwise the people will be kidnapped. The very talkative people have something to say. Our master, we finally mastered the skill of hunting animals. Oh, they can fight monsters for me. Sweet. Alright. You dudes, come on down, kill these bat things for me. Come on down over here. Right on. Way to go, little chubby cherub. Oh! Taking lots of damage from bats. Man, people in this are like televangelist listeners. They just keep talking to God. And apparently they have magical realism. Something holy radiating in the woods east of here. So, I don't know if that means I need to burn the stuff down, but let's find out. And it looks like I can't bring up a menu while the town is under construction. Oh, little guys, thanks so much. I like that they have a little priest who's out there. Oh, and it seems that the white dragon that was just kind of hanging out has started flying around burning stuff. Someone has found something in the monster's lair. Alright. I like it. So apparently Null is the biggest bastard to worry about. Let's move the building in... Oh, I can't move it now because the town's under construction. But I think we definitely need to take out the monster lair over here, since that guy is a jackass. Wow. I don't know, I kind of feel like God helps those who help themselves. But I suppose I can send some rain. Wow, there's a stern morality lesson here. Alright, city, let's go... Oh, I don't know how to build bridges yet. Curse my luck. Let me guess, people have to learn how to build bridges first. So yeah, the game kind of, if I'm not mistaken, just kind of putters around like this for a while, with people sort of automatically doing stuff while you shoot things and defend against the white dragons. And eventually they get strong enough and you can go do things, action-y things. Oh, that's not good. So the monsters try to abduct people, burn down towns, just, you know, do monster things, basically. And I can't see what's actually happening in the chat, but it looks like it's lively, so that's good. I assume people have things to say about this video game. You know, I can't imagine a major publisher like Enix putting out a game like this today. It's kind of a shame, you know, Enix and Square Enix own the rights to this game, but I just can't imagine them ever going back to revisit it. But who knows, maybe we could be surprised. This seems kind of like what you'd see in an indie game these days, a hybrid of genres and so forth. A big rock below the precipice southeast of here. Well, alright. The big rock, that must be it right there. Well, something just happened. Ah, good. More comments from the peanut gallery. A magic token was found near the precipice to the southeast of here. Alright. Thanks for empowering your god. Hey, come back! My little people. Well, hopefully they'll be able to seal off that little monster lair up there soon. I saw someone in the comments make a lunar joke, so congratulations on that. I approve. I sanction your lunar humor. And those little bats are just bastards. Who would have thought monsters would behave so monstrously? Okay, let's shut down this thing. Over here. Yep. Suck it, monsters. Without our help? I don't know about that. Kind of needed me to say go over that way, take care of things. I think the little angel there is giving the people a bit too much credit. Okay, oops, wrong button. Let's direct the people over to the other monster lair and call it a day. There's the white dragon. I was wondering where he was. So up in the top right, you can see a couple of meters. One of them is my spirit points, which I need to cast magic spells, but above that you have the population. It's kind of weird. It's instead of showing current villagers out of a maximum, it's showing the maximum and then the current number. But anytime the monsters kidnap people, the number on the right goes down. Anytime people build a home, the numbers go up on the left. And after they reach a certain point, then my little angel levels up and gets more health. And I think that translates over to the action scenes too, where I take control of the statue. And then the hourglass, I believe, is sort of a turn counter, which basically every so many turns, or after so many seconds, a turn alters, and your angel recovers health, if I'm not mistaken. Now I'm looking to get 400 people, which is going to be tough since I've got pretty much this entire area filled out. Oh, and people have more things to say. A fishing trade. Alright, that's good. So that should take care of most of the monsters until I can build a bridge, and then I can take care of all the monsters. What a surprise! How unexpected that the people in Fillmore have something to tell me. I would not have guessed that would have happened. Ah, there we go. Alright. Let's take out that stupid white dragon. I personally am not a Pern fan, so it seems like a good way to go. And that guy just keeps churning out, so let's see if I can automatically build over that way. Right on. Okay, so they are building a bridge. And once they're done with that, then I guess I can do it now. Oh, nope, too late. I waited 1 second too long, and the town under construction prompt took over. So you can't perform any angelic actions while your villagers are doing stuff, but now I can. So let's tell them to crush the monster lair, and everything will be happy. I think there's a certain point at which I can just develop, oh look, a little boat, develop the town and build my population hopefully to 400. And then at some point I'll have to go into another action scene. So anyway, for those of you just joining in, it's about the halfway mark of this live stream, and it's mostly involved a little naked baby flying around shooting monsters, because 16-bit video games. But in case you're just tuning in, hello, I'm Jeremy Parrish for US Gamer, and the civilization level of Fillmore has just improved. I am playing ActRaiser to celebrate the Super NES's 25th anniversary, its American release, and I'm playing through US Gamer staff's 25 top Super NES game picks. I'll play half an hour to an hour of each game. Maybe some of them I'll play all the way through. Like, I'm pretty sure you can be confident that Super Metroid's going to appear on there. I might play all that one all the way through just because who could just play an hour of Super Metroid? I mean, come on. So this is the very first stream. This is US Gamer's 25th favorite Super NES game, ActRaiser by Quintet and Enix. And I am about to go fight the first boss, I guess. So there's this guy with a really vivid imagination who wants me to take care of stuff for him because I'm God. That's what God does. So anyway, a big hole just appeared, and I guess I could go down and descend into that, but I think I'm going to farm for human beings first. I'm going to grind. And I think, yeah, look, okay, so my civilization level has gone up, which means I can now get log cabins as opposed to thatched huts. So being a kind and benevolent God, that means I'm going to wipe out all the existing residences in my village and force everyone to start over from scratch. Because sometimes that's just what a god's got to do. I think I might be able to use an earthquake to... oops, towns under construction. I think I might be able to use an earthquake to take out a bunch of them all at once. Let's find out if that'll work, or if I have to go through the lightning process every time. But basically, the nicer your house is, the more population can fit into the houses. So that's good. That means my population will go up, and my little naked angel will be stronger, as will my armored god statue guy. Alright, so those people are reconstructing. Like some kind of fable. And yes, okay. My level has increased. And I need 300 more people. I don't know if I have enough space here to do that, but I guess we can find out. Let's see what happens when I cause an earthquake. Whoa! I don't have enough god power to do an earthquake, so I guess lightning bolts it is. I'm only half enough of a god right now to cause earthquakes. That's a little discouraging, really. What happened to omnipotence? Damn. So I haven't really messed around much with the other menu options here, but they've been giving me offerings. Let's see what I have. So I can make this angel stronger. Oh, no, I guess these already have been happening. They've already learned how to build bridges, so I don't get it. But let's go with magical fire. Which will give me... Oh, I see. I guess I get all of these. Nice! Way to go, citizens. Your god is pleased. Bomb. Wow, I've been farting around as a weakling all this time. Alright, way to go. Now my angel's way more powerful, and it doesn't matter because all the monsters are dead. But, there's still so many homes to raze. R-A-Z-E. Alright, so that's getting reconstructed as much nicer homes. I feel kind of guilty about all this gentrification, but what's a god gonna do? Do I want to blow that thing up? That's kind of weird. There's like a nice house, or a nice kind of townhouse building, but it was mixed in with thatched roofs, so I don't know if I just committed a terrible, grievous error, but we'll find out. Okay, I think I'll launch a few more lightning bolts, and then we'll mosey along. Oh, did I just destroy the fields? Sorry about that. Sorry, farmers. Anyway, we'll launch a few more lightning bolts and then head on out to take on the Minotaur. Or whatever it is. So yeah, doing that diminishes my population slightly. I went from 430 to 414, but once the timer in the top is complete, the hourglass flips over, then my population rises to 454. So I just gained 24 people by killing off 16. It seems like a good trade-off, right? That's moral, yeah? Okay, anyway, so at this point I go back to the Sky Palace, and let's see what I can do. Status of the Master, status of cities. What's up, Master? Okay, so I have a magic, I have some items, I have 3 lives, and the score there that it showed, 8,000 points or whatever, that has some impact on the power of my warrior, but I don't remember exactly what. But anyway, we're going to cruise along over here and fly over that and go fight. Select magic. I will bring magical fire. There we go. Alright, so on to the tough part. I have to actually fight now instead of just poking around in the sky. So the game is about to take a big jump in stressfulness. Let's hope that I can pull this off. We'll see. I make no promises. Maybe I should have saved my data before I did this. Well, live and learn, or die and learn, as the case may be. So it looks like I have a single spell cast. That's great. I need to use it sparingly then. I think, yes, that's what I do. I press the X button to cast a magic spell. And water slows me down. That's awesome. Oh, and if I do that and jump at bad guys, I'll get hit. And if I don't duck daggers, I'll get hit. So many platform game basics that I seem to have overlooked. Whoa, that thing shoots at me. Oh, and it shoots up. You little bastard. And 1,000 points because, of course, being God is like a score attack. Why not? I do like the variety of sword swings you can use there. It's nice. I don't think I can get up over there. Oh yeah, I guess I can. You little jerk. I can tell I'm not going to like those little skull things very much. This seems helpful. Just 1,000 points? Damn it. What health and spell charges. Cool stuff like that. I also want not to fall off of platforms. That was just cheap. Pincer attack. And that looks like spikes all the way down there, so let's not do that. See, that guy got an upgrade, and that guy was placed very inconveniently, and God is not doing so well. Half an apple. I don't know. I just don't know. Boy, that guy looks like he's going to be dangerous. Oh! Sorry, God. Alright, one life down. And do I start at the beginning again? Yes, I do. That's awesome. God needs to invent checkpoints. Maybe that's what I should have the villagers develop for me next. Checkpoints. What was over this way? I don't think I went this way before. Oh, pits of spikes. Always a thrill. Kind of weird placement on that. It's very close to the beginning of the stage, whereas there were no... Oh! 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 Man. It's maybe 16-bit, but it still subscribes to the dickery of 8-bit games. Well, at least there's that. A 1-up. And another 1,000 points. So I guess that's something. Hopefully I can beat this guy without dying horribly. Okay. So I've accomplished that. Maybe this was a checkpoint. It seems like that was a checkpoint. That had better have been a checkpoint. Oh. That probably shoots fire at me, doesn't it? No? Is it a harmless gargoyle? Oh, no! I knew it was too good to be true. Come on, there you go. Let's get that timing down. Oh. Man, those little skull things are the worst because I see them and I think, oh good, it's a power-up post. One of those little statuary things I can shatter for points. But no, it's not. It's a monster that shoots me with skulls. A skull vomiting skulls. That's just so metal. God has good lateral range, but not much vertical. Oh man, that's... I take issue with this level design. They've got the spikes pretty much obscured by the HUD. It's not cool. Not cool. And it looks like I passed all the spikes. And I have not found a replacement spell charge yet, so I completely wasted my magic spell for no reason. Oh. Look at that frame rate. Wow! Hardcore. Time to mash some buttons. I can hit buttons faster than you can. Yeah, that's right. Wow, that 5 frame per second action is really pretty intense. Alright, so I cleared Act 2 of Fillmore, so I think that means I've conquered the world, or something. Man, I was so annoyed at that fight, I didn't even have a chance to admire the cool galaxy effect in the background. Oh, some comments from the people. Hey, I think they're missing one. Shouldn't there be 2 people there now? Oh, he died, okay. Wow, that's kind of touching. So we have our very first religious martyr. That's interesting. Although I guess really all the people that I keep annihilating with lightning are religious martyrs. So in a sense... no, I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, so, hi, it's, me, Jeremy Parrish, on a US Gamer stream to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System's American launch, and to mark the occasion, I'm playing ActRaiser and annihilating innocent civilians by the dozen, because God is not merciful and kind. I'm playing ActRaiser, which is US Gamer's 25th favorite Super NES game. See the theme there? 25 years of Super NES, 25 favorite games. Playing them backward from 25 to 1. And starting here at the bottom. I say bottom, but I mean, there were, like 1,000 Super NES games. So we're talking rarefied company here. But the lowest rung of the US Gamer staff rankings. And yeah, I'm basically just farming health by killing the innocent. So let's enjoy. And this turn is almost up. Let's see how many lives we can get in here. I think I need to wipe out a little more over here. Where does that go? So yeah, anyway, this is, you know, I'm like Old Testament God, not New Testament. No hippy-dippy love for me. It's all wrathful annihilation and smiting rival demons and that sort of thing. So the main adversary in this game is named Tanzra because it was published by Nintendo of America in the 90s, and they couldn't keep the name Satan, which is what he was called in Japan. So now you know. Anyway, I'm not really doing Tanzra's work for him by killing off my people by the dozen. I promise that there is a greater purpose to it. And as you can see, the town's construction level has gone up again. So I've gone from these crappy little thatched huts and yurts or whatever to log cabins to what appears to have, you know, stonework. So each of these nice houses can house more citizens than the lower tiers. So at this point, I'm basically just clear cutting and getting rid of the useless homes. And again, I know it seems kind of ruthless, kind of ungodlike, but not every god can be merciful. Don't know what to tell you. You know, maybe like 3,000 years from now, I can do the whole send my son to die for them thing, but at the moment, not so much. I'm gonna give him a big book of rules and, you know, send some dude up to sacrifice his son for me, because that's just what you gotta do in these early days of establishing a religion. Anyway, it looks like people are still hanging out on the stream and watching me fly around killing innocent people. I promise I'm only going to do this until I hit 700. That's my population goal. So once I get to 700, then I can mosey along to a new portion of the world. And I guess these little dudes walking around, they won't stop. They must be priests or something. Actually, they kind of remind me of the little dudes chanting around the Magus statue in Chrono Trigger. So that's kind of an ominous portent. And I like that the little symbol here on top of the temple kind of reminds me of the Loto symbol in Dragon Quest. So get a little bit of Enix RPG in there. I'm pretty close to hitting my 700 goal, reaching the 700 club, as it were. I'm going to direct some people to move over and build in this empty area, and hopefully that will put me over the edge. And then I can move along to the next region. Let's get on up over here. Right on. Alright, and I am now part of the 700 Club. So Jerry Falwell has given me extra hit points, and I can zip along to the next region. So let's save some progress. Why don't we do that after playing for nearly an hour? Yes, good idea. Let's keep going. Alright. Fortunately, the angel is not pestering me about taking a break every hour. Let's return to the Sky Palace and cruise along to the next region, which I guess is it Bloodpool? Wow, that seems ominous. This area might actually be more metal than the last. Alright, press no. Descend, fight monsters, there we go, yes. Alright. Let's take on this middle region. It looks like this is probably going to be the end of my stream, you'll just have to wonder forever what happens once you develop blood pool. Does the blood pool go away? Does it stay? Do people learn to swim in blood? Do they learn to drink it? So many mysteries. Of course, you know... Whoa! There's some glitchiness happening here. I'm not sure what's happening. It's weird. It's really, really sputtery. I don't actually have a copy of this game on hand, so I'm playing on an EverDrive, which should not be a problem, but man, that's not looking good. Nice. Alright, so... yeah. This may be the end of my stream, actually. Oh, God. I can't actually see what's happening. This is terrible. And there's no way to get out of here, so... okay, unexpected glitch. I've not had this problem before. Anyway, so assuming that I can actually make it through here... oh, I see what the problem is. That thing sinks, but it's hard to tell when you're playing at 2 frames per second. Well, that was kind of an anticlimactic ending for this video. Unfortunately, I don't have all 25 of the games that... oh. Okay, I don't actually own all 25 of the games that we're covering this week, so, or this month, or whatever, so... yeah. Bad times. So this part seems fine. No frame rate issues here. It's just the action scenes. Well, I apologize for that. I guess I'll just cultivate the land for a little while longer. Yeah, I'm really kind of annoyed and disappointed in the performance on that stage. I don't really know what happened, but it kind of makes me want to actually track down a copy of ActRaiser and stream a legitimate copy now. I guess piracy is its own worst enemy. So let this be a moral lesson to you, kids. Don't copy that floppy. I'm sure that's how God would want it anyway. This game actually is available on Wii Virtual Console, but not Wii U. I mean, you can play it on Wii U under emulation, but it's not quite the same. But, you know, it is available for purchase legitimately. I do own it that way, but I don't have my Wii set up to stream, so my apologies. And even though this place is all conquered and everything, I'm still getting cool stuff from the people, so that's nice. Let's accept an offering. Ah, another MP. Probably would have been helpful against the Minotaur. So I guess I should have developed the entire area before going on to fight. Anyway, that I think wraps it up for this stream. There's not really much else I can do, since that action scene is so troubled. And I've pretty much built everything here that I can. I mean, I can go and nuke some more houses, but there's really not much nuking left to be done. So anyway, ActRaiser pretty much works like this. Basically, there are, I think, 5 different lands, and each of them is sort of bookended by an action sequence. And the action sequences allow you to fight off monsters, claim the land, purify the land, and you alternate between fighting and doing these town building sims. And your goal is to take over the entire world, at which point everyone's like, thanks God, but we don't need you anymore, so goodbye. And that's the end. So I will let my people go about their growth. I will save and see if maybe resetting the system will help. But I think, yeah, that's my live stream. So I hope you enjoyed watching a somewhat successful stream of ActRaiser. And I will be back again on, well, I'll be streaming again tomorrow, a full-length live stream of the original Metroid. I'm going to stream the Japanese Famicom Disk System version of that. So if you've only ever played the American version, it's going to be pretty much the same. There's going to be all these weird little differences, especially in the sound effects and the music, that are going to make you say, wait, what? So I'm going to try to play that all the way through, no promises, because it's been a long time since I've played that in a single sitting, and it can be kind of tough, especially at the very end. And then on Friday, I will return again, same bat time, for the number 24 slot of the Super NES live stream. And I'm going to take some time now to go hunt for copies of the games on this list that I don't own, so I don't have to use super EverDrives and encounter horrible technical failures. So thanks again for watching, and join us again tomorrow at 3 Eastern Time, noon Pacific, for Metroid until I can't stand to play it anymore or beat the game. Thanks for watching.